Today we're at Crooked Lake Ranch to meet the McCullers family, working together to raise cattle, horses, and a garden. We're up with the sun, joining them on an early morning cattle drive.
Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
While the family and friends mount their horses to get ready to drive cattle, Shayla McCullers arranges for our crew to travel in high style, aboard a swamp buggy, designed to keep us from getting bogged down in the dense Florida terrain.
What is it that we're here to do today?
Well, today they're actually gathering up the herd that's out here, which is one of our commercial herds, and we'll take it in to the pens. Most of the time when the cows come to the pen, there's either some kind of shot or vaccination or something that we have to give, and then we always have to treat for flies because in Florida it's just always a problem. So yeah. We'll definitely put on fly dope for the cows today, and then we'll actually ship calves. So today we'll haul to the market and take some of the calves that we're shipping. We use a lot of fencing as our invisible man, and so we get them to the point they're at a crossroads where they can settle the herd down, kind of calm them before they continue pushing. So they're going to bring them through that gate right over there and then push them down the fence line over to second set of gates. So it makes for a fun morning, a little longer drive than we had hoped, but here it's not that bad.
On a day when we're working cattle, driving cows to the pens, I know that one wrong move, one horse that goes a different way than it's supposed to can cause another couple of hours of extra work. So I'm constantly watching, making sure that my horse is where it needs to be.
I think this is awesome. I love stuff like this because it's so exciting. There's so much going on. Like I said, everyone has their job. And as you can see, going on right beside me, the calves don't always want to do what everyone wants them to do. So there's so much skill and, a lifetime of learning. This whole family has been around cattle their whole lives, and it shows. So it's awesome. I love it.
I'm holding the gate for the cows that will turn back out into the pasture that are currently being weaned from their calves. What you predict will come through and be processed doesn't always do that when you're dealing with live animals. Growing up as a farmer's daughter, we had cattle, but it was more of a hobby. And I always grew up around livestock, but more farm animals. So when we got married, I was used to being around livestock because I had shown steers, and it became just a natural transition from a farmer's daughter to a rancher's wife. The difference would be when the crop was finished and harvested, then my family could take a break. Keeper heifer. Ranchers do not have that luxury. It's 365 days a year. Livestock do not take breaks. It's a hard life, but a very rewarding life. And growing up living off the land, it's a lifestyle for me. And being a rancher's wife, I came in knowing that ahead of time and knew that my husband needed that same support. But also I think that women involved in agriculture have so much respect from those on the outside because we are salt of the earth. We are the women that are the strong backbone of America.
I like the saying, it takes a steel magnolia to raise Southern belles, and I think it's very interesting how she's been able to raise us to be Southern ladies in the agriculture industry, and yet we're not afraid to get our hands dirty and work just as hard as the guys, and we've just been instilled with such great values and morals, and I think that it's partially, if not wholly, due to the fact that we've been raised by a woman that's been raised by another woman in agriculture, and they both have been very adamant about teaching us girls to be raised the way that they were raised and how we can be great influences in the industry and into our community, and instilling those values in us has definitely been the most influential part of our growing up.
Really, I don't have daughters working in the pens right now. I have my cow crew working in the pen. Then when they come in and we go to supper, then they turn back into my daughters. But it's very unique for me to be able to teach them, how I like handling cattle from a very early age.
I mean, I just graduated high school a year ago, and a lot of my friends were just unsure about their path and unsure about their passions. And I felt like growing up on this ranch helped us learn at a very young age who we were and what our passions were. And so we didn't really have to go through that stage of unsure about who we were and not really certain our path of life, but I feel like this way of life has taught us to be who we are and be proud of who we are.
I love that, we do it as a family. It brings us all together, but that I, get to say this is such a unique thing that I've been able to be a part of. So it's such a blessing.
I hope you loved that story as much as I did. Be sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We'll be back next week with another FarmHer story.